Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Imagine a giant bathtub so big it stretches across two states, Utah and Arizona. That's kind of what Lake Powell is. It's a huge man-made lake that lots of people love for boating, swimming, and just enjoying the incredible red rock scenery. But what if I told you this giant bathtub is having some trouble staying full? That's what we're going to talk about today, in a way that's super easy to understand. So, what's the big deal? Well, Lake Powell isn't just for fun. It's like a massive water piggy bank for millions of people in cities like Las Vegas, Phoenix, and Los Angeles. It stores water from the Colorado River, which is like a big water highway. This stored water is used for everything, from the water you drink and brush your teeth with to growing the food we eat. Plus, the dam that created the lake, the Glen Canyon Dam, uses the water's power to make electricity for homes and businesses. It's a pretty important lake, right? But lately, scientists have been noticing something worrying. The water level in our giant bathtub has been dropping a lot. If you visit the lake, you can see a white ring on the canyon walls high above the water. People call it the bathtub ring. It shows you where the water level used to be, and trust me, it's a long way up. So, why is this happening? It's like a puzzle with a few different pieces. The first big piece of the puzzle is something called a drought. Imagine if it didn't rain in your town for a really, really long time. The grass would turn brown, and your garden would get super thirsty. That's what's been happening in the mountains where the Colorado River gets its water. Less snow in the winter means less water melts and flows into the river in the spring. This has been going on for over 20 years, and it's one of the main reasons less water is reaching Lake Powell. The second piece of the puzzle is a bit like a thirsty giant. As our cities and farms have grown, we've started taking more and more water out of the river system. Think about it. More people means more showers, more laundry, and more lawns to water. We're asking the river to give us more water than it has to spare, especially when there's less rain and snow. It's like everyone has a straw in the same milkshake, and we're all sipping a little too fast. Now for the shocking part that experts are really starting to talk about. It's not just about less water coming in and more water going out. There's another problem happening right under the surface. The rock that makes up the bottom and sides of Lake Powell is a special kind of sandstone. Think of it like a giant, hard sponge. When the lake was first filled up, this rock soaked up a ton of water. Scientists knew this would happen, but here's the new discovery. Experts are finding that the rock might be able to hold way more water than they originally thought. And as the lake level drops, some of that water that was soaked into the rock isn't flowing back into the lake. It's kind of stuck in there, or it's finding new cracks and pathways to seep even deeper underground. So we're losing water in a way we didn't fully understand before. It's like finding a hidden leak in our giant bathtub. This creates a huge challenge. The people who manage the water, called water managers, have to make really tough decisions. They have a plan for how much water to let out of Lake Powell to send downstream to another big lake, Lake Mead, which serves even more people. But if the lake is losing more water than their calculations show, their plans might not work. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it that you didn't know was there. So, what does this all mean for the future? Is the lake going to disappear? Probably not completely, but it's definitely changing. Experts are worried that if the water level drops too low, the dam won't be able to generate electricity anymore. This is called dead pool, and it would be a really big problem. It would also make it much harder to get water to the cities and farms that depend on it. But don't worry, it's not all bad news. This challenge has made a lot of smart people put their heads together to find solutions. They are working on all sorts of ideas. One big idea is water conservation. That just means using water more wisely. It's simple things like taking shorter showers, fixing leaky faucets, and planting things in our yards that don't need a lot of water. If millions of us save a little bit of water, it adds up to a whole lot. Cities are also finding clever ways to reuse water. They can take water that goes down our drains, clean it really well, and then use it again for things like watering parks and golf courses. It's like recycling, but for water. Farmers are also using new technology, like special sprinklers and drip systems to grow crops with much less water than before. So, while the future of Lake Powell is a serious issue, there is hope. The shocking findings about the leaky bathtub are a wake-up call. It tells us we need to be smarter and more careful with our most precious resource, water. By understanding the problem and working together, we can help make sure that the Colorado River and beautiful places like Lake Powell are around for many, many more years to come. It's a team effort, and everyone has a part to play. Thanks so much for watching and learning about this with me today. It's a complex topic, but it's so important for all of us. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.